Good morning, children. In the last class, this is 10th. In the last class, we studied about linear, quadrilateral, and cubic polynomials also. But we studied about some of the roots and product of the roots also. And on some of the roots, I said you alpha plus beta. Product of the roots, as we have taken as alpha into beta. So on the basis of these formulas, we will solve some problems. Okay, let us solve one problem which is given there from the textbook only. Very easy one. So the question is, find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. He has given the question. So it is x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Zeros and the coefficients. Okay, this is the question, and he has given already. I told you, he is asking us to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. The polynomial is x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, let us see. To find the zeros, I told you already, the answer is nothing but we have to find the answer. Finding the answer in the means finding the roots of the quadratic polynomial. See here now. I told you, take the given equation. The given equation is x square plus 7x plus 10. So I told you it should be in a splitting method. First split the middle term which is given there. So what is the middle term given there? Middle term is 7x. First multiply the coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x square is 1 into 10. How much? It is 10. 1 into 10, you get 10 here. So divide the 10 in such a way where the sum should be 7x and product should be 10. So how you will divide it? We have two things. I told you can go with m plus n. For example, if you want to take m plus n, you can take with m plus n, and you can take mn also. So 10 can be written as 5 into 2. So now see here, 5 2 ja, you will get 10, and 5 plus 2 you will get 7x. That is 5 plus 2 will get 7. So 5 into 2, that will be 10. So you can take two things, that is 5 into 2. So let us see what are the roots of the given quadratic equation here. So this can be written as x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10. Instead of 7x, I am writing 5x plus 2x. So you see here 5x plus 2x. 5x plus 2x is 7x. So what can I take common in these two? I can take x common and remaining is x plus 5. And what I can take common here? Plus I can take 2 common, remaining is x plus 5. So in these two, what I can take common? I can take common as x plus 5 and remaining is x plus 2. So if we convert into zeros of the polynomial, so we'll get x plus 5 equals to 0 and x plus 2 equals to 0, or x equals to minus 5 or x equals to minus 2. So these are the two roots of the quadratic polynomial. I told quadratic polynomial, zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So the zeros of the quadratic polynomial are minus 5 and minus 2 here. So these two are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Now, what is asking us to find is verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So we got x equals to minus 5 and also we got x equals to minus 2. So by taking these two, we have to find the zeros of the polynomial and we have to verify relationship between zeros and the coefficient. Let us see how we will find the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Okay, I have taken. Okay, now see here. First we can take sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros. What is sum of the zeros? I told you can take it directly as alpha plus beta, or you can take minus 5 plus minus 2 is here. So what is minus 5 minus 2? So this can be written as minus 5 minus 2 and this equals to minus 7. That is sum of the zeros. Let us take product of the zeros. Product of the zeros is alpha into beta. Directly you can take. So what is the product of the zeros here? We got minus 5 into minus 2. So what is minus 5 into minus 2? It is minus into minus will get plus. So 5 into 2 is 10. So you can see here the sum of the zeros is minus 7 and product of the zeros is 10. This can be written in this form also. You can write this also. So sum of the zeros can be written as, I told you, minus b by a. What is minus b by a? What is b here? 7 you have. What is 7 here? That is nothing but coefficient of x this equals to minus coefficient of x by, you have a. What is a here? X square. That is nothing but coefficient of x square. Okay, so it is minus b by a, that is nothing but minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So what is product of the roots then? What is product of the roots? We have taken product of the roots as c by a. What is c by a? What is c here? C is nothing but the constant by a, again same thing, coefficient of x square. So minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and c by a is constant by coefficient of x square. So you can write this in these two form also. If you want, you can verify directly. What is minus b by a here? Minus b is 7. So I can take 7. This becomes b. See here, b is 7 here. So I can take 7, but we have minus here, minus 7. By what is coefficient of x square? Nothing is there. Nothing is there. It indicates 1. So minus 7 by 1 will get 7 only. And product of the roots is constant. What is constant here? We have 10 here constant. 10 by what we have here? Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is 1 here. 10 by 1 is nothing but 10 only. So you can verify in this way the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So sum of the zeros, that is nothing but minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, that will get the same answer, minus 7 only. And product of the zeros, minus 5 into minus 2, you will get 10, that is nothing but c by a, that is equals to constant by coefficient of x square, or if you take directly, you will get the same answer. This is how you have to follow and find the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, copy it. The same question is there. What is that problem also? Because these problems are very important. Why they are very important? In the sense, these questions will get for 2 marks. This is 2 marks questions all are the same thing. Find the zeros of the polynomial Then the polynomial, quadratic polynomial, zeros of the quadratic polynomial. The polynomial is given as here x square minus 3, and same thing, and is asking us to find the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. The same thing he has given there. Now the equation is, or the polynomial is x square minus 3. If it is x square minus 3, then how you will divide it? How you will find the roots of the polynomial then? Can you find roots of the polynomial here? Is it easy to find the roots of the quadratic polynomial? So how we will find the roots of the quadratic polynomial? See, now consider 3. 3 can be written as root 3 whole square. You can write 3 in the form of root 3 whole square. So what happens here is, if you write root 3 whole square, so square and root cancels and remaining is 3 only. So we are not changing the value of the equation. I told you many times, whatever changes you do, you can do, but you should not change the value of the polynomial here. It is very important that if you change the value, then total question will be wrong. So don't change the value of the given polynomial here. So see, x square minus 3, I will write 3 in this form also, minus root 3 whole square. Okay, what is that about? X square minus root 3 whole square. I told you already to be perfect with the formulae in the first class only what I told, because every time we will be using them. Now it is in the form of a square minus b square. So what is a square minus b square? What is the formula for a square minus b square? So a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. This is the formula what we have for a square minus b square. So that is nothing but a square minus b square. So you can write this as a plus b x minus root 3 and x plus root 3 in the form of a minus b and a plus b. So if we take zeros of the polynomial, directly you can take now, because already we get the roots here. So x minus root 3 equals to 0. So x equals to root 3. You get one root of the polynomial, or x plus root 3 equals to 0, or x equals to minus root 3. So we got two values here. One is x equals to root 3 and another one is x equals to minus root 3. So two values you got. These are the roots of the quadratic polynomial. Then the same procedure follows how we are written in the last time. So we got root 3 and minus root 3. Now let us see root 3 and x equals to minus root 3. Okay, I copied. I will erase it because we have to go for relations now. Now, first one is, that is the sum of the zeros. So I told you what is sum of the zeros. You can write it as minus b by a, or directly you can take it as sum of the zeros. That is, we have root 3 plus of minus root 3 we have. This can be written as root 3 plus into minus root 3. Both cancels and the answer will be 0 here. Already we got 0 there. We take minus 0 also. And product of the zeros. So product of the zeros is, you can write root 3 into minus root 3 because we are multiplying it. Root 3 into minus root 3 is, this will be minus root 9. Minus root 9 is nothing but equals to minus 3. So sum of the zeros equals to zeros only, and product of the zeros equals to minus root 3, that is given minus root 3 by 1 or minus root 3, that we can do. Or you can go directly with the same thing. I told you already how. Minus coefficient of minus b by a. What is b here? My coefficient of x square by x by coefficient of x square. That is same thing what we have written in the first problem also. Same thing here, we can go with constant by, we can go with coefficient of same thing of x square. This is, if you want, clearly you can write this equals to minus b by a and this equals to c by a. So this is how we have to find the zeros and also the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the given polynomial. Okay, got it? Copy now. Okay children, now we will go with another exercise, exercise 9.2. So we have solved many problems. So the same problem, the basis, these problems are basis on the same thing which we have already studied in the sense which we have seen in the examples also. So let us see how it works with the exercise problems also. So what is given in the exercise is, what is asking, find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, whatever heading I have written before this problem, and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Same thing he has given. And the first question what he has given is x square minus 2x minus 8. X square minus 2x minus 8. Okay. Now first what I told you, when the question is given, first find the solution of the polynomial. Solution in the sense finding the zeros of the polynomial, or you can say finding the roots of the polynomial. So how we will go? I told you by splitting method. So x square minus 2x minus 8 is given. So nothing is there. 1 into 8 is 8 you will get. But one thing you have to remember is here you have to get minus 2. That is, product should be 8, and if you add you must get minus 2. That is mn and m plus n. How will write these two then? Okay, mn should be 8 and m plus n should be minus 2. So you divide 8. 8 you can divide it in two forms. How? That is 4 into 2. 4 to 8. Okay, we are getting what we want, we are getting here 8, but the thing is you should get here minus 2. So how we will get here minus 2 is the question now. So minus 2, how will get minus 2? So if we take minus 4 and plus 2. What is minus 4 plus 2? You will get minus 2. So we can write this equation as x square minus 2x minus 8. Okay. Same question. So what I am doing is here x square I am writing. So we have minus 4. Either you can write minus 4x or plus 2x left to you. Minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. See here. So minus 4x plus 2x, again you will get minus 2x only, minus 8 as it is I am writing here. So what I can take in this common, in these two, so I can take x common, remaining is x minus 4, and here I can take plus 2 common, remaining is x minus 4. 2 4s are 8 you will get there. So in these two which I can take common, remaining is x minus 4 and x plus 2 here. Okay, x minus 4 and x plus 2. If you take the zeros of the polynomial, then you will get, directly you can write x minus 4, if it is 0, then x equals to 4. Take minus 4 to RHS, it becomes plus 4, and x plus 2 equals to 0 and x equals to minus 2. See here, what we are getting? The roots, or we can say the zeros of the polynomials. We are getting two values. One value is x equals to 4, another value is x equals to minus 2. Now, how should we write them? Same thing what we did there. You can write this in this form also, that is sum of the roots sum of the zeros equals to what you got, 4 and minus 2. So 4 plus of minus 2 is there. So you'll get 4 minus 2. This equals to 2 will get here. Okay. So we got x equals to 4. We are adding sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is 2 and product of the zeros what is the product of the zeros? We have 4 into minus 2. So this equals to, what is 4 into minus 2? It is equals to minus 8. So 4 into 2 equals to minus 8. Same thing if you want, you can verify by coefficients also. That is nothing but minus b by a or c by a. If you take minus b by a, what you will get? You will get b by a is minus 2 only. What we are getting here, same thing. And c by a is minus 8 by 1. You are getting minus 8. Got it? Copy. So I told you can go with alternate method also. Alternate method in the sense just going by minus b by a or c by a. If you go that, you will get the same answer also. That is the relationship between coefficient. And the second one is, he has given 4x square minus 4. Square minus 4s plus 1. So he has given 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So how will write this one? I told you first find the zeros of the polynomial. So it is first coefficient of s square is 4 and the last constant is 1. So 4 into 1 you will get 4 here. So now we have minus 4s. So how will you get minus 4s? You have to go with m plus and mn. If you are getting doubt, you can write, or else you can write directly also, no problem. So 4 is there. So you can write 2 into 2. So what is 2 into 2? 2 into 2 is 4 there. So 2 into 2 4, but we need here minus 4, so I can write this as minus 2 into minus 2. So what is minus 2 into minus 2? Let's see, minus 2 plus of minus 2. So minus 2 will get here minus 4 only. So this I can write it as 4s square minus 2s plus 1, because minus 2s is minus 4s. Now let us take what we can take common here. I can take 2s common here. Remaining is here 2s minus 1, because 2s 1 is 2s. I can take minus 2s common, minus 1 I can take common here. The remaining is 2s minus 1. So in these two again I can take 2s minus 1 and 2s minus 1. We are getting the same answer, 2s minus 1 and 2s minus 1. So this is, if we take zeros of the polynomial, so what will get? 2s minus 1 equals to 0, 2s equals to 1, s equals to 1 by 2. So we are getting s equals to 1 by 2 there. And here same thing you are getting, 2s minus 1 equals to 0, 2s equals to 1, s equals to 1 by 2. So we have the roots, and the two roots are, one is s equals to 1 by 2, another one is s equals to 1 by 2. So both roots are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 only. Then you can go with same thing, coefficient of roots of sum of roots of polynomials. Same thing you write it as it is what I told you to write, sum of zeros, or sum of zeros of roots So what is sum of the zeros of the roots? We have half and half, nothing but 1, and product of zeros of the root, you will get 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is nothing but 1 by 4. So this is how we are going to find or to get the equation here. That is 4s square minus 4s plus 1, that is one thing, and another thing is 4s square minus 2s, we are dividing it, and at last we are getting s equals 1 by 2, 1 by 2. If you want, you can verify also. So here you will get minus b by a. Minus b by a is nothing but minus 4 by 4 you will get here. If you take here, so what is minus b? We have minus, you already have minus also, so minus of minus 4, and a is, what is a? A we have 4, so this is 4 by 4, this is 1, you are getting the same thing 1 here, and product of the roots, that is nothing but c by a. What is c? C is 1. What is a? A is 4. So you are getting the same answer here. So product of the roots is 1 by 4 and sum of the roots is minus b by a, that is equals to 1. Okay, copy now. So, the third one he has given as 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. This is the problem he has given. So what he has mentioned here, 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. See, when the question is like that, first convert into general form. It is a quadratic polynomial, I said. What is the general form of quadratic polynomial? General form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. It should be in this form. So the given equation not in this form here, it is totally different. If you compare the original one, the general one, and if you compare this equation, they both are totally changed. So first convert this equation into the general form of the quadratic polynomial. So what you will get here is 6x square you will get. Afterwards you will get minus 7x. Afterwards you will get minus 3. Now we can see the equation. Now it is in the general form. Now it will be easy for you to split it, or else you cannot do here in this way. So first write the given equation always. First see whether the given equation is in the general form or not. If it is not in the general form, try to write the equation in the general form. So the general form here given is 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Now you have 6 into 3 equals to 18 you are given here. So product is 18 now. So split in such a way, it is m plus n and mn. You have to split the given the middle term in this way. So 18 can be written, that's why you have to be perfect with the tables also. Many times I told you, be perfect with the tables and also with the formulas also. So now here 18 is given. Then how will write 18? So that you must get 7 here. Okay. If you add, you must get 7 here, and if you multiply, you must get 18 here. So I can write 9 into 2. What is 9 into 2? 9 into 2 is 18 there. So, but we need minus 7. So I can write minus 9 plus 2. What is minus 9 plus 2? You will get minus 7. Got it? Minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7. You will get there. So what I will do here is, I will take 6x square. So we have minus 9 and 2 we have. You can write either 2 or 9. It is left to you. First I will take 2 plus 2 plus 2x minus 9x minus 3. So 2x minus 9x is minus 7x you will get here. You can observe here, plus into minus you have here, minus you will get 9 minus 2 you have 7. So this minus 7x can be written as plus 2x minus 9x. Now take the common. What I can take common in these two? So I can take 2x common. So remaining is 3x plus 1. Why? Because I have taken 2x, 2 3 is 6, x into x, x square will get 2x into 1 is 2x will get. Okay. Now here what I can take common? Minus I can take common, and remaining is 1 is there. So I can take 3 common outside. You will get 3x. Minus into minus you will get plus here, and 1 you will get here. Okay. So now you have taken the common. The equation becomes in this way. Now you can go like this up. So in these two things which I can take common, if you want you can take 3x plus 1, and we have 2x minus 3. Both we have. So we have 3x plus 1 and 2x minus 3. So let it compare with the 0 because we are going with the 0 polynomial. So first 3x plus 1 equals to 0. I am taking 3x equals to minus 1. Plus 1, if you take that side, it becomes minus 1, and x equals to minus 1 by 3 because 3 comes here. Now go for this one. You have 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So 2x equals to 3. If I take minus 3 that side, it becomes plus 3. Now x equals to 3 by 2. So we have two values for x. Now first one is x equals to minus 1 by 3. and x equals to 3 by 2. So these two are the roots of the quadratic polynomial, or I can say the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, and follow the same procedure. Sum of the zeros of the polynomial and sum of the roots of the polynomial you are given both here. Let us see that also. So we have sum of the zeros. You can write directly if you want, minus b by a, what I told you. Sum of the zeros. What is sum of zeros? What is x is given here? First we have minus 1 by 3 and plus 3 by 2. See here. 3, we have minus 1 by 3 and also we have 3 by 2 there. So if we take 2 and 3 LCM, what will get 2 and 3 LCM? So 3, 1, 1. So 6 is the LCM here. So you can take 6 LCM, and remaining here is how many times? 2 times it will go, because 3 2 is 6 you will get, and 2 into 3, 3 times it will go, and it is 3 3 is 9 you will get there. So minus 2, here it is 3 3 is 9 plus 9 you have. So minus 2 plus 9 is 7, because 7 minus 9 minus 2 is 7. So you will get this equals to 7 by 6. Now let us see product. So over the product of the zeros, we have minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2 we have. Directly you can cancel 3 and 3, then we have minus 1 by 2. So the product of the zeros is minus 1 by 2 and the sum of the zeros equals to 7 by 6. So we have these two here, both sum of the zeros we have, and we have both product of the zeros also. Okay, copy now. Okay children, today we'll stop up here, and the next class will continue with the same exercises. So go with the problems. 100% you will get doubts, I know that one, because in maths without doubts you will not solve the problems at all. Either two options are there, either you should have understood fully or you have not understood anything. Then only you will not get doubts there. So what I should think, let me see. So we will continue in the next class. Thanks for today. Have a nice day.